What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well today. I hope your weekend has been good so far. Now, when we hear the word inexpensive, a lot of times we think cheap or junk or something along that lines. Well, today in this video, I have got a very inexpensive bow that really turned out to be a good shooter. So let's explore this, let's talk about it, and let's do the best part. Let's get out and shoot this thing. Now, I'm surprised by the quality of this Kainokai 60-inch traditional hunting longbow. At $89 price point, you would think that it would just be a kind of a throwaway bow, if you will, but not with this one. This one shoots relatively good for what it is, and it is an entry-level bow. I mean, let's make no bones about that. However, that being said, I still am having a lot of fun shooting this bow. This thing just... it feels good in the hand. It's light. It comes in at 1.4 pounds. It's 60 inches long, and then when it's strung, your string length is going to be about 56 to 57 inches, depending on how much you got it twisted. I opted to make my own Flemish twist string for it. I always do. There's nothing wrong with the stock string that comes with it. You should not cycle down, dude. Okay. Let me show you where this arrow hit. Right there. Oh, geez. I gotta slow down and think about what I'm doing. Now, the main reason I bought this bow was purely aesthetic. I like the way the bow looks, and I wanted to add it to my collection. And I've been wanting to add it for some time now. But overall, I have found that this bow is really a good deal for the money that I paid for it. I was pleasantly surprised, and I really didn't expect much, but I figured, you know what, if nothing else, I'll have a nice little wall hanger that I can put up there and admire from time to time. But getting out to shoot this bow, very, very nice shooting bow. I'm really pleasantly surprised. So let's talk about some of the specs of it. It is a 60-inch long, unstrung bow. It does come with a fast flight string included. I opted to make my own Flemish twist string. I just like the way the Flemish twist looks, and plus I always change out the strings on my bows. Really nothing wrong with the string. You can get it, put it on, and start shooting it. It also comes with its own stringer tool, which is here, which is a nice touch. I like it when bow companies or bow manufacturers include little things like that with their equipment they send out, because again, you may just be getting into archery and you may not have like a stringer tool for something as simple as a stringer tool. You may not have it, so it's a nice touch when bow companies do little things like that. It just goes a long way in my opinion. Now, there are two different versions of this bow. This is the ELF version. This is made of bamboo and engineered high density wood in laminate. I don't know what the high density engineer wood actually is. They also have another version of this called the Hawkeye. It doesn't include the bamboo laminate in it, but it is a high density engineered wood. And again, if you know what that is, please post that in the comments below, because I have no idea what that means. Now, I did get the bow in 45 pounds at 28 inches, and I did put it on my scale. So at my full draw of 30 inches, the bow is coming in at 43 pounds. So it's off a little bit, but that's not bad. And again, not a deal breaker even if it was, but just to, you know, kind of check that whenever, if you do decide to pick one up, you always want to check the draw it, make sure that's close to spec as possible. That way you can tune your arrows and get the proper arrows for those. Now, the limb tips on this bow are reinforced so you can shoot a fast flight. That's what came with it, a fast flight string. And I may put one on later at some future point, but right now, I'm just enjoying shooting this Dacron B50 that I made for it. The brace height on the bow, it looks really high. Whenever I first saw this and took it out and strung it up, I was like, man, that's an extremely high brace height. But when I did put my bow scale on it, or my bow square on it, what I did find that it is right at 8 inches. And with this Flemish twist string on it, I'm at 7 3/4, between 7 3/4 and 8. The string is still stretching out a little bit. So I'll keep it there. It seems to shoot well and perform pretty good at that brace height. You'll also notice that it is an ambidextrous bow. You can shoot it right or left-handed. You can shoot this thumb draw style. You can use standard draw, split finger, Mediterranean, tab shooting, whatever you wanted to do. The only thing about it is there is no shelf. So if you're going to shoot it in a normal traditional style, you're going to need to use your hand for the shelf. So please get some kind of protection, a leather glove or something to keep the fletchings from cutting your hand as it goes across your knuckles. I learned that the hard way. Overall, the bow shoots really good, and at the price point I paid for it, I am really surprised. $89 on Amazon. You just can't beat it. Again, it's an aesthetic purchase. That's why I picked it up, because I just like the way it looked. I know that's a stupid reason to buy something, but guess what? I did it anyway. Now, the recommended draw length for the bow is a maximum of 30 inches. Now, that kind of troubles me a little bit because I don't know if I'm pushing my limit on how far I'm drawing. I know the last time I measured my draw length, I was at 30 inches, which was my, my max. So again, I'm trying not to push the bow or stress the limbs too much until I can, put it through its paces and find out if I'm really gonna do damage to it or not. So this Asiatic style of archery, I'm finding that my draw length is getting further and further back. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to a Manchu style bow, so I can get that full 35-inch draw length. So that'll do it for my review. I hope you enjoyed this brief little video. I hope maybe if you've been looking at one of these, you can pick one up with confidence now, because they are a good shooting bow. I'd highly recommend it to anybody. Again, if you're into high-end custom bows, this is not going to be for you. But if you're just starting out and you want something that you can just get out and have some fun with, this will be a good one to start with, because again, it's an ambidextrous bow. You can shoot it thumb draw, you can shoot it traditional draw. Whatever you like to do, you can do it with this bow. Now, a brief update about the bow giveaway that we did last week or the week before last. Jeremy did get his bow. He sent me some pictures. My man is ecstatic about that. I am so happy to have been able to give that bow away to somebody, and I'm hoping that he's going to take it and do greater things with it than I ever could. I'm looking forward to hopefully him sending me some more pictures, especially after he goes on his hunt with it. And as we go forward into 2023, I am planning more giveaways. Again, not to draw in subscribers or anything like that, but just because I love this community and I want to give back, and I want to, just pour my heart and soul into this content and the giveaways and all the other things that we can do here. So go by my website, blueskiesarchery.com. I'm going to put up a special page for Jeremy. I'm going to call it the giveaway page. It'll be a new edition, so every giveaway that I do, the winner will be posted there. And again, I'm really excited for the man. Thank you all for everybody that entered. Thank you all for everybody that watched the live stream. It was just a great time, so thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me. Now, for all you new subscribers to my channel, thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you for taking the time to view my content and to think enough of my content to subscribe. And for those of you that have been with me for a long time, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, more than you know. I'm thankful that each and every one of you think enough of my content to come in and hang out with me whenever I post videos. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And again, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to get out here and keep shooting some more today. So I hope you all have a great day, a better day tomorrow, and a wonderful week ahead of you. And until next time.